Hey Lynn,
Hello, can you hear
how you
me?
doing? Thanks for
I'm
joining
good.
us today. I appreciate
Certainly.
you being here. And Joe,
And
I appreciate you being here too. Thank you.
let me, rather than tell that, it'll come out as,
Okay.
let me just tell my story. Okay. I participated in the $3,300 level of the co-op, which included the virtual assistant. This is my last week. I have been, I have been pleased with every aspect except the number of leads, and adjustments have been made, as you've seen in the emails from Jack.
Lynn, I'm going to interrupt you for a second because
Yeah.
only participants have seen that email. So there's people on the line that don't know what you're talking about.
Well, in discussions with Jack, looking at the number of leads that were being distributed to each of the co-op members, and felt that they weren't adequate, so they were going to put their own money out or into the system to make sure that we were adequately supplied with additional leads to make sure it was a fair program, which it has been. Plus the fact there's also the consideration that there is less activity in July and August, so that certainly skews the number somewhat. But that said, I had to take a week off from the co-op to care for my mother. But I ran a campaign using leads and dialing dollars that I had left. Surprisingly, I discovered that I liked that virtual assistant after all. When I had to do it myself instead of the virtual assistant taking care of it for me, not to mention, as Joe said, that's a quite reasonable price for their services. So I will be using a virtual assistant going forward. And yes, it was me that we talked about the listening to the messages. I like listening to the messages, but I certainly understood what Jack was saying, the point he was making. So I'm going to try the rest of this week not listening to the messages and see how that works. But perhaps to me, the even more significant benefit of the co-op is that it takes the concept of a business in a box to another level in terms of bringing new members. The co-op streamlines that process and forces the new member to spend the marketing dollars necessary to be successful. And I will be upgrading to the 4800.